Hey guys, welcome back to Six Sister Stuff. Today I'm sharing with you steamer basket recipes. A special thanks to Kinsey Steamer Baskets for sponsoring this video. Now usually when I get a sponsor, I make sure that the product is perfect and you guys actually will use it and it will benefit you. So I am so excited to share with you this new steamer basket. Now I've shared steamer baskets in the past, but this one is a little bit different because it actually separates into 3 different pieces. Now it's not all connected together, so you can do 2 at one time or all 3 at one time or even just 1 at a time. So I'm going to show you how to make all kinds of recipes using this steamer basket today. Now with this steamer basket also comes 3 sealing rings. I love cooking with my Instant Pot, but I don't love the odor that the rings come with. So I love switching out my rings every few months, and then I also like to use, for example, the white ring when I'm cooking my sweet food like my cakes and my cheesecakes, and then you can have a different color for your savory food because you really don't want your cheesecake smelling like your meatloaf. Alright, I'm going to show you how to make some amazing, delicious recipes using this 3-piece steamer basket.
So the first recipe I'm making is home-style vegetables. Now you're going to pour about a cup of water into your Instant Pot and then go ahead and put your steamer basket into your pot. So I have 4 kids, and you know how kids are. They're so picky, and sometimes they don't like certain vegetables. So splitting these up actually works really well for our family. So I'm splitting up my carrots, my beans, and then I chopped up some potatoes. When I use potatoes, I always leave the skin on, and I'm putting them all into the Instant Pot. So to cook these, you just put your lid on, make sure that knob is turned to sealing, and then you're going to push the manual or the pressure cook button, and you cook it for 5 minutes. Now I let it release on its own for a few minutes. You don't have to. You can just do the quick release when it's done and pull the lid off, and all your vegetables are cooked all the way through. Now if you haven't steamed vegetables in your Instant Pot yet, you need to try it. Now I like to serve this all together with salt and pepper, and then I buy a rotisserie chicken at Costco. My meal is put together in a matter of minutes. Now the next recipe I'm making for you is my mom's potato salad. This is so easy to make in the Instant Pot. So I'm just going to add a cup of water into the bottom of the Instant Pot, put in my steamer baskets, and I have about 4 large potatoes here. Then I'm going to take 8 eggs and put it in the other 2 steamer basket sides. Just be really careful that you don't crack any eggs as you're putting them in there. Now once your eggs and your potatoes are all in the steamer basket, you are ready to cook. So put your lid on, make sure that it's closed tight and that little knob is turned to sealing, not venting. Now, if you have this kind of model, you'll have a manual button. There's also a pressure cook button. And so all you have to cook this for is 5 minutes. Now I let the timer count up for about 5 minutes before I did a quick release, and then I pulled my lid right out. Now I had an ice bath waiting for my eggs. It was actually in another Instant Pot because I know that the steamer baskets will fit in there. And then I'm going to pull my potatoes out and just let them sit on the side to cool for a little bit. Now I'm going to let my eggs sit there for about 5 minutes. It's called the 5-5-5 method, and I'm going to stick these potatoes in the refrigerator. Now when the eggs are done, I'm just going to pull them out. You can stick them in the refrigerator or you can start making your salad right then. So I chopped up some pickles, I have my potatoes, and then I just need to finish chopping up my eggs. Now, as I'm sure you would love to see me chop up all of this, I won't put you through that torture. So I'm just chopping up the rest of my eggs and we'll be ready for the potato salad. Now with the pickles, you can add as much or as little as you'd like. My family doesn't really like pickles that much, so I'm not doing a ton. So go ahead and pour those all into a bowl. Now we're going to make the delicious sauce. So I'm going to take 1 cup of mayonnaise and about 2 to 3 tablespoons of mustard, depending on how much mustard you like in your potato salad. And then 1 teaspoon of vinegar. I like to use the pickle vinegar. And then 1 tablespoon of sugar. And that's it. That's your sauce. Go ahead and mix it all together. If you think it's too mustardy, go ahead and add more mayonnaise. If you have too much mayonnaise, go ahead and add more mustard. Kind of mix it around, see what you like. Then you're just going to pour it onto your potatoes and eggs. Now the trick is you don't want to get too crazy when stirring because then you'll smash your potatoes and your eggs and it'll be kind of just lumpy. You actually want it to have chunks in there. Now it's all done, I like to flatten it out a little bit, and then I like to use something called Salad Supreme. It's one of my most favorite things to go on potato salad. I just sprinkle that on top, and there you have it, my mom's delicious potato salad recipe in a matter of minutes. Now this last recipe, I'm making Salisbury steak with mashed potatoes and the gravy all at once in your Instant Pot. Now to make things easy, I'm chopping everything up right now. So I have 3 potatoes, about a cup of mushrooms, and a half of an onion all chopped up. Now I have 1 pound of ground beef all ready to go. So it's not frozen or anything, it's thawed. You're going to add 1 egg, 2 teaspoons of steak seasoning, 1/3 cup of Italian breadcrumbs, and then about 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. So now you just need to mix this up really well. I like to use something called a chopster. You can buy it on Amazon for about $6. They're worth their weight in gold, I swear. All right, so I'm done mixing this all together. So I evened it out and I'm cutting it into fourths. I'm going to make 4 Salisbury steaks out of this recipe. So once it's done, go ahead and take it out and you're going to make it into a little patty. You want it about 3/4 of an inch to an inch thick. Now once it's all pretty even, go ahead and take the other ones out and you're going to do the same to those other 3 patties. Now it's time to cook them. So you're going to take your Instant Pot and push the saute button. You're going to take just about a tablespoon of oil, wait until it's hot, and then go ahead and put 2 Salisbury steaks in at a time. Now you're going to keep these on for 3 minutes per each side. Now I'm showing you that I'm struggling because I made the mistake of trying to use tongs. You want to use some sort of spatula to flip these babies over, or your tongs will make it fall apart. There you go. So once you do the 3 minutes on each side, go ahead and pull them out. Now they won't be cooked all the way through. That's okay. I'm going to finish cooking them in just a minute. So go ahead and take your Salisbury steak and you're going to put it in a section of the steamer basket. Now I'm going to put a little piece of foil down and put another Salisbury steak on top of that piece. Now it's time to cook the other ones. I got a little smarter, I put a little more oil in there, and then I didn't have any problems flipping them over. Just remember, you need to cook them 3 minutes on each side. Don't forget that part. Oh man, those first ones were a doozy. These ones are working so much better. So go ahead and take them out when the 3 minutes is up, and just like we did with the other ones, we're going to put them into the steamer basket. So put one in, put your foil in, and then put the other one on. Now your Instant Pot should still be on saute. That's where we want to keep it. So you're going to dump your onion just right into the pot. There should be enough oil that it should be okay. Then a few minutes later, you're going to add your mushrooms and just mix those all together. The cooking time will be about 5 minutes with your mushrooms and onions. Next, I'm going to add 1 cup of beef broth because we need our liquid so we can pressurize. All right, you're going to put your steamer baskets into your Instant Pot. So I have both Salisbury steaks and then I'm putting the other steam basket in because I need to make my mashed potatoes. So I chopped up the potatoes already. There's 3 of them in there and I'm just going to put them all into the basket. All right, we are now ready to cook. Go ahead and put the lid on. Make sure the knob is turned to sealing, not venting. Now it's on saute, so you need to turn it off first. Then you're going to push manual or the pressure cook button. And we are cooking it again for 5 minutes. Now I let this release on its own for about 8 minutes and then I turn the knob for a quick release. Once all the pressure's out, go ahead and take the lid off and everything is ready. So we're going to pull out the potatoes and kind of set them to the side for a minute. Then we'll pull out the Salisbury steaks and also just set those to the side. So now that everything's out, it's time to make our gravy. So we're going to push the off button again and go back to saute. So we're going to add 1 teaspoon of cornstarch and 1 teaspoon of water. Just mix that really well and then you're going to pour that into your Instant Pot. Now stir that around a little bit. This is going to thicken up your gravy. So while that's thickening, we're going to go over the potatoes. So I'm going to pour those out into a bowl, add a little bit of butter. I like to add a little bit of milk, and then I cleaned my chopster and I'm chopping up my potatoes with it. So this is the very last step. The gravy should be done. Once the potatoes are mashed, we're ready to put them on a plate. So you're going to put your potatoes on first, then your Salisbury steak is going to go on top, followed by the delicious mushroom and onion gravy. Now mine is a pretty thin gravy. I like it that way. If you want it thicker, let it stay on saute for a little while. Now I did check my Salisbury steaks to make sure they were cooked all the way through, and all 4 were. Now if you're looking to get a steamer basket, I highly suggest checking this one out. I'm going to put a link in the description for you. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe because I share with you a new Instant Pot recipe every single week, along with other tips and tricks. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye.